like to know, because everybody has different definitions, or they look at things different or have their own perspective. What is your definition of family? What does family mean to you, and who are they to you? Would you expect family to take your kid away from you? Would you expect them to talk to you about it? Would you expect the people that birth and raise you to actually be on such a power trip your whole childhood, and they couldn't get you that when you turn 18 and you graduate high school and you end up pregnant, and then the only way for them to control you without you knowing you're being controlled is that they're always trying to take your son? Who would have thought? Who would think? Nobody will, because I mean, that's crazy, right? What kind of parents do that? Yeah, I know. Exactly. It's all a power trip. There is no answer. It wasn't because my kid wasn't taken from me because I did drugs. It wasn't because I deserved to have my kid taken from me. It was because purely evil people that birthed and raised me didn't want me to be a mother and never wanted me to have my son, which is evident and apparent more and more every day, which I don't understand. Those who know me, those who love me, those who support me, appreciate me, I know you guys know and that you guys got me. And that's more than enough, finally, these days. Because I used to battle with my self-esteem and the whole 9 yards from being disowned from both sides of the family, both the Jordans, my dad's side, and Audison's mom's side. I mean, it's a hard hit. I grew up very, very family oriented. So for my so-called mom to claim that she is such a family oriented lady makes me laugh, because she kicked me to the curb. And it's not even exactly about putting them on blast and this and that. It's the truth. It's what it is. It's how it's been. It's my life story. And I've always been told to shut the fuck up, do what they want to do. I was always silenced, always told what to do, what to say, how to think. It bothers a lot of people, and they let me know my energy, my anger, that they don't like it. And I don't understand why people are so invested in trying to tell me to not be mad. Maybe I will stop being mad when everybody tells me to stop being mad. There's nothing wrong with me owning my feelings and being mad. There's nothing wrong with being mad. I was wronged, and a lot of bad shit happened, and I have every single right to be upset. Absolutely. Sheridan Park, Sheridan days. My dad's parents were in Sheridan when I was a little girl. So every last Saturday of July, the Jordans would always get together and have just a big old fucking picnic, a big old party. It was a blast. I looked forward to it every single year. I remember when I was a kid one year at the Sheridan Park, because there's so many of us, there's so much family, that we were able to literally make baseball teams, and we would play in the field. I remember trying to bat so bad. I remember trying to catch, can't see. But I remember having a lot of fun. I remember Aunt Karen laughing. Aunt Karen a lot. Her voice just bellowing over, and Uncle Claire always singing, everybody being happy, bringing food. Like, we did have good times. I was very sheltered, that I didn't know I was being abused until I was older. And I fought with it because I didn't know it was abuse, or if I knew that it was, I didn't know to what extent. There's just so much that I didn't know. And that kind of changes the game too. If I had known everything I know now back then, it would have been a different ball game, because the evil ones played dirty and they did good and they got them. They got what they wanted. I was never served. Supposedly my brother served me. I never was served. So what happened to them, I was the bad mom that didn't show up to court, but I just didn't know. When I got court papers finally in my hand, it was a big old freaking manila envelope of lots of stuff. They'd already gone to court. I never got the 2 weeks notice thing. But when I called 911 saying that my son wasn't coming back to me, they were keeping him, the police had said that they would have him up to 2 weeks before considered kidnapping. So that means that the police knew. They were all in on it. They all knew that I was going to be calling and that they wouldn't do nothing, and they were going to tell me, sorry about your luck. And I also get mad because nobody tells me anything, and I have to do all my own research, and I have to connect the dots all the time. You know, there's houses in my sister and mom and dad's name in Hillsboro, in Salem, Montana. So he was taken from me. Credence was taken from me October 2004, and I didn't get to see him for 22 months. I lost my train of thought on that one. Let's show you guys some pictures. This is the day Credence was born, my little baby. Oh my gosh. I love this one. He's a little cross-eyed. Oh my goodness. Oh, Credence, I love you so much. And this is how I remember him. This is in '02. Oh my goodness. Oh man, he loved that Elmo hoodie. Christmas opening at the house, opening presents on the house in 12th Street. This is the driveway on 12th Street, and Credence wearing a coat from my mom. This is on 11th Court. This is the house they moved away from. This is when they had him, and I didn't know anything about anything or where they were. And this is right before they moved to the house in Salem. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. That the houses and the names and everything. Sorry, you guys. I'm tired and I'm trying to correlate everything, and I'm trying to be better in practice. Thanks for bearing with me. What I'm trying to say is that they had a couple houses in Hillsboro that they were renting, not very far from the house that I grew up in. And then again, they got another house in Salem before they bought the house in March 2006 at the house that they're at now. So what I'm trying to tell you, again, thanks again, is that I can't prove it and nobody's gonna tell me the truth. But I'm pretty freaking sure that they're all there in Hillsboro, in those streets, watching me cry, calling 911, asking for help. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. I mean, I don't really know, but all evidence leads to that. Nobody will tell me the truth. Everybody wants to lie, and I don't want to be ignored or lied to. I don't understand what I did to my so-called parents to make them want to hate me so bad. What did I do as a kid to make them just treat me so horribly? But, you know, so many years of therapy, right? This is where I am today, talking to you. I'm still here, kicking and breathing, screaming. I'm a little eccentric, but I own up to it. Eccentric, ecstatic, echo. I like it. Triple E's got a nice ring. This is my grandma, Grandma Pauline, Grandma Jordan. This is my dad's mom. And I know it's weird because my dad and I never really had a daughter-dad relationship, to be honest. But my grandma, she always made me feel loved and welcome. I did experience unconditional love from Grandma Jordan, abso-fucking-lutely. I also got it from Grandpa Jordan, but he died when I was 11, or when I was 10, almost 11, close to it. This is a great trigger. This is Creedon's birthday in 2005, the first birthday of many that I missed. And I can tell what house they're at. That's the house in Hillsboro, because I can tell the orange countertops. Orange countertops. And here he is again, without his mom. Lots of presents, cake, Hillsboro house. He doesn't look very thrilled. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that he's spoiled and loved and pampered. But look at all the shit they got him when he was little, and they made everything and turned everything around for him. This is the same shit that they still had or have. They keep their stuff intact. That's a good one. This is before I even cut my hair, before I met my current husband, Tank now. Well, current husband, I've never had any other husband. This is my dad, his mom, my grandma, and Creedence and I. Grandma wrote on it, November 01. So he was born July 01. July 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's like, not even 4 months old here yet. This is another trigger. I never got to take Creedence to his beloved Thomas Train, but they sure did. This is my uncle, his baby, my cousin. Oh, he's so big and grown now. And this is me as a teenager and my sister as a teenager when we're little hanging out with family. It says 1996. I was 14, 15. Now, if you want proof that my sister hated me, this is it right here. Katie's high school graduation with sister, 15 years, 1997. They're all freaking triggers. Red Robin. We used to go to Grandma Marine, and my sister, she used to work there. Creedence is looking at me. He's not sitting with me. Had I known I wouldn't be able to be with him, I wouldn't have given him up so easily to sit with them, because I had no idea what was going to happen, what was going on. Look how happy I am there. I have no freaking clue. This is Grandma Marine's birthday in 03. This is a year before he's taken from me. This is a really good one for me. This is April 92. I'm 10 years old, 4th grade. So then my sister is 13 and he is 15. And you can see our pictures on the wall. It can tell us what grade we're in too. I just like showing these to be like, hey motherfuckers, I really am related to you. I really did grow up with you. You can ignore me all you want, but doesn't change the fact that I'm related to you motherfuckers. This was 2015. I got to visit for a Christmas by myself. I got pictures. Lady wrote the wrong date on it. Oops. Lady written the wrong date, made me so mad. Like, I understand it's a mistake, and you know, mistakes happen, and it's just, you know, a measly job, but like, if you're gonna print something for professional pictures, you better know what the date is. I remember not arguing with her, but I did go back and forth with her because I knew that she was wrong, and she still put the wrong date on. And like, it shouldn't matter, like, in a, you know, in a normal role for everybody, but you know, my kid was alien for me, so that the fact that the date was wrong really fucked with me for the longest time. Oh, this Creedence looking at a squirrel. I think I showed you this one. This one's a good one. This is before this is Christmas of 03. This is less than a year before he was taken for me. Look at me here, folks. Me and my firstborn. And this is a fun one. This is my parents on the beach. And the back of it says August 1982. I remember looking at this and my husband and I joking how pissed off she looks. Well, I know now, connecting the dots. Sorry, Lucy, that was gonna sit on you. My dad got his DUI in July of 82. And this is August 82. No wonder why she's so pissed. And you think that, you know, they would come around and tell me what it was that I did, or try to be human and just come around and be normal, be family, just be. But they can never do that. Anytime and every time I tried, they always took advantage of me being their daughter. They were supposed to love me and protect me and treat me the way that they treat Credence. But for whatever reason, I wasn't good enough. That's okay. I had to work with that. I had to come to terms with that, and I did, and I have, and I will. But what really fucks me up too, some more, is that I have other kids. I have a life. I have, you know, it doesn't just affect just me anymore. You know, they're selfish. And the fact that they don't even try to reach out to their only other grandchildren. I'm so glad that I know now. I just wish I knew then. But had I not tried, I never would have had any at all communication or visits with Credence, and I would have always been left wondering. And I had to try. I had to give it my all every time, because I won't be able to live with myself. If I were to pass away abruptly right away, today, tomorrow, this is it, you guys never hear from me again, I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm not going to, on my deathbed, I'm cool. I've thought everything through. And if you're scared for me, or if you got a question for me, don't be, because it's not for you to worry about. You don't got to worry about how angry I am or what I'm doing or any of that stuff. I really appreciate those who love me for being me and support me and validate me and everything that I needed that I never got from the people that raised me. If it weren't for you guys, my mental mentality would be, well, it was almost over for a period of time. I went back and forth, and now I made a decision, now that I feel strong and empowered and loved, that I will always hold on to that. I will never go back, and they will never have that power over me again, ever. And they're not going to have any of my other kids either. Credence. I really can't believe you're going to be 22 this summer. You're going to be graduating college soon, which is great. You're going to graduate before me. That's awesome. I figured that would happen. I was lucky enough that you agreed I could go to your high school graduation. I don't think it's going to be the same for your college, especially now that we haven't been communicating. Computer, how many days since June 7th, 2019?
Friday, June 7th, 2019 was 1,369 days ago.
That many days since I've seen my play. Love you, Credence. Love to the alienated.